This week I'm testing a local product from a company in southeast Portland called Time and Oak. They created these things called whiskey elements, and essentially they're laser cut pieces of American oak that they've cooked at a certain temperature to sort of bring out certain flavors and kind of absorb the harsh chemicals that you might find in well whiskey that you don't normally find in kind of top shelf whiskey. So what I did was I took a bottle of Jack Daniels and dropped one of their whiskey elements in, and you're supposed to leave it for 24 hours. I actually was a little bit late on the 24-hour bit, so I just dropped mine in last night, so I haven't quite hit the full 24 hours. But I'm already kind of starting to see a difference in the taste and the smell. And normally when you drink Jack Daniels, it's a little bit harsh, and it's really good mixed with something, Jack and Coke, for example, which kind of hides sort of the very harsh flavors that you'll find in kind of widely distributed whiskeys. So after, I think it's been, what now, 15 hours since I put it in, maybe more than that at this point, but there's really a difference. The color hasn't changed at all. I have a glass of it right here. The color hasn't changed at all, but the taste of it is a lot more mild, and it's a lot more smooth than it would be if you just drank it straight from the bottle without putting anything in it. And the nose as well is a lot more caramelly and doesn't really have that kind of cheap liquor taste that you often find with whiskeys that are, in the $15 to $25 range. So how the product works is they're using the capillaries in the wood to kind of rapid age whiskey. Barrels, for example, they don't use these capillaries because otherwise you'd have whiskey kind of seeping out of the barrel, and it wouldn't be efficient or make any sense to kind of create a barrel that didn't hold liquid. So you can drop a treated stick, the whiskey element, into the bottle, and it's good for a whole fifth, or if you're going to use a half gallon, you can use 2. And it kind of, the whiskey circulates from the top to the bottom in the capillaries and, kind of rapid ages and imparts a flavor depending on what flavor you've gotten. And they were talking about, it's still kind of in the early stages, but, you can get a stick that is a lot more maple forward, or another stick that's a lot more peat forward, or smoke, or honey. And so while the whiskey is kind of filtering through the wood, you're getting a lot more of a smoother flavor. It's kind of holding in some of those harsh chemicals that that aren't really pleasing to, drinking straight whiskey that's not been aged for a long time. So mostly I would say that it's a pretty great product from a local company. It's something that nobody else has really done before. Nobody has ever tried to change whiskey once it's come out of the barrel. There's always experimentation before it's put in or while it's in the barrel, but kind of trying to change what bottled whiskey already tastes like is kind of a new thing, and it does a pretty good job of it.